heavy water. Like D2O is called heavy water, and its chemical properties are almost similar to water, as its chemical structure is same as water. We see that water is H2O and it is D2O. Okay, and its structure is tetrahedral, and it also has structure as tetrahedral. So all chemical properties will be same, and this is used as moderator in nuclear reactor. Okay, and its physical properties are a little bit different, but already discussed in above, as its melting point and boiling point are higher than H2O. Okay. Now we will continue with hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2, and it is non-planar structure. With in this compound, oxygen have sp3 hybridization, in which two bonds are used to form sigma bonds, and two sp3 hybridized orbitals are used to have lone pairs. Okay. These lone pair makes a repulsion and causes to reduce this bond angle. This is reduced from 109 to 94.8 degree. Okay, and this angle is in gaseous state. Now we see some methods to prepare H2O2. Okay. First one is by acidifying barium peroxide or sodium peroxide and removing excess water by evaporation under reduced pressure, which gives hydrogen peroxide. BaO2.8H2O plus H2SO4.
Solid state?
Yeah, this in solid state gives BaSO4 in solid state plus H2O2 plus H2O liquid. Okay. In this method we have got H2O2 as in this solution, and this can be removed by peroxide disulfate. This is obtained by electrolysis and electrolytic oxidation of acidified sulfate. Okay, and this is reaction is H2SO4 giving H2O8 plus H2. Now another method is by auto-oxidation of 2-ethyl anthraquinone. In this we can see that this compound is going into auto-oxidation, and in place of OH, double bond O is produced. We have discussed structure and some method to prepare H2O2, and now we will discuss some properties of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, first one is physical properties. In this is pale blue scruffy liquid. It is bitter in taste, it decomposes on heating, and it completely miscible in water. Okay, it decomposes on heating, like the reaction will be H2O2.
What does it decompose into?
Yeah, it decomposes into H2O2 plus oxygen.
H2O plus oxygen.
Yeah, on heating. Now chemical properties. First one is decomposition. Hydrogen peroxide is unstable and decomposes on slight heating to stable products, that is water and oxygen. This we have discussed above, that is H2O2 will produce H2 and O2. Okay, and second one is acidic nature of H2O2. It is slightly acidic in nature and forms peroxide with certain hydroxides and carbonates. Okay.
We see the oxidizing nature.
It is oxidizing in nature. It is powerful oxidizing agent because it readily produces nascent oxygen and will also produce water. It also oxidizes black PbS to PbSO4, Ki to iodine, and FeSO4 to Fe2SO4 whole thrice. Okay, and H2S to sulfur. That is, it can act as a strong oxidizing agent, and some reactions are shown as Fe is oxidized like +2 to +3, and in PBS it is PBS is converted into PbSO4. Okay.
So basically sulfur is oxidized.
Yeah.
Okay. From -2 to N plus state.
-2 to +6.
Okay.
Okay. It also can act as a reducing agent, and as it will reduce in MnO4, it will be in -7.
Mn is in
-7 oxidation state. Sorry, it is +7 actually, and Mn is reduced from +7 to +2.
Okay.
That is, it have got 5 electrons. Okay, and HOCl in chlorine, HOCl it is also oxidizing. It also oxidizes and produces
oxygen. Okay.
Also in this, chlorine here is in -1, and here is in +1, and here it is in -1. That is, it is reduced. Now H2O2 is also used as a bleaching agent. Okay. H2O2 acts as a mild bleaching agent. That is why a lot of beauty products and face wash contains H2O2. Now we will discuss about strength of H2O2. What is strength of H2O2 is when we take when a solution of H2O2 is labeled as X volume, it means that 1 volume of H2O2 solution will liberate X volume of O2 at STP. Okay, that is, when we take 1 volume of this, it will produce X volume of this.
Okay, so it is a reaction, so there will be an arrow there, right?
Yeah.
After H2O2. Okay.
Now we discuss how to calculate volume strength of H2O2. If H2O2 solution has normality N and is to be reacted with KMnO4, our task is to determine volume strength. We can say that there are N equivalents of H2O2 present in 1 liter of H2O2 solution. If N equivalents in 1 liter of solution, then in 1 ml of solution there will be N by 1000 equivalents. Okay, and moles in that 1 ml of solution will be half into N by 1000. Okay. Or when this is the reaction in which Mn+2 is produced. When these moles of H2O2 in 1 ml of solution are allowed to decompose according to the reaction, yes, the volume of O2 released by them at STP will give the volume strength. Okay, now we calculate. Now to calculate volume strength of H2O2, we proceed. Moles of O2 given by 1 ml of solution will be half into N by 1000. This is from equation 1. Equation 1. This is equation 1. This was in previous slide, so here we write this, and in this we can see that 1 mole of H2O2 will produce half mole of O2. Okay, so half into N by 1000 moles of H2O2 will produce half into N by 1000 moles of oxygen. Now from here we can calculate the volume. Since at STP 1 mole of a gas have 22400 ml of volume, then these are the moles and this is the volume of 1 mole. So we will have the volume as 5.6 into N. The volume of O2 produced is 5.6 N. Okay, so we can use this formula direct in questions.
N is the normality.
Yeah, N is the normality as stated above.
Okay.
Okay, now we take an example. Okay, to a 25 ml of H2O2 solution, excess acidified Ki was added, then iodine was liberated as 40 ml of 1.5 N sodium thiosulfate solution. Find the volume strength of H2O2. This is the question. And now this is the solution. Since equivalents of H2O2 equals to equivalents of Ki equivalents of thiosulfate solutions.
That is equal to volume into normality.
Volume into normality.
Yes.
Okay. The volume was 40 and normality was 1.5 as given. And volume of H2O2 was 25 and normality we will calculate as we will get normality as 2.4.
This is N of H2O2 actually will
Yeah,
come
this
out
is
to
N
be
of H2O2.
2.4.
N of H2O2. Okay, now the volume strength will be 2.4 into 5.6, that is N into 5.6. We have used the formula directly here.
Okay, just multiply with 5.6.
We have just multiplied 5.6 with normality. So what we have to do is we have to calculate normality and then we can directly calculate volume strength by multiplying it by 5.6. Okay, now some uses of H2O2. H2O2 is a very useful compound. It is used as an antiseptic and germicide for washing wounds and teeth and ears. Okay.
And as you can read,
there are lots of uses like in rocket fuels, bleaching, and producing spongy rubber and restoring original white color of tarnished lead painting. Okay, now we will discuss the topic hydrogen as a fuel. Dihydrogen releases large quantities of heat on combustion. On a mass for mass basis, dihydrogen can release more energy than petrol. That is, it is very important fuel. Moreover, pollutants in combustion of dihydrogen will be less than petrol. Like in case of petrol, lots of organic compounds, lots of compound burns and produces a lot of pollutant, and there are no pollutant in case of dihydrogen. Okay, and except that there are lots of facts about dihydrogen which we can read, and after that we start with some practice.